It depends on the woman. I feel like I have a lot of traditional values, so I deserve to be treated as I give in emotional support and in other ways. For me personally, depending on the dynamic, I think it should be 50-50, but it's also nice to be treated.
I think it's less a gender thing, more like like your situations. So like if you have a full-time job and I'm a student, then you can pay for the meal. But if we're both students, then we'll go halves. I don't think like it's quite a broad like women expect it. Maybe they should, because they get paid less.
If he doesn't gesture, what happens? If he doesn't make the first move and the bill comes and he looks at you like in the eye, what do you do?
Well, you just gotta firm it. Like you just pay it, but you might not see him again.
What about you? Do women expect to pay on the first date?
For me, I come like hope, like not. It's not about hope. Or it's like I always offer, but generally speaking, I think it's like it's a nice. It's like my guy friends all say that they want to pay, and like generally, I think it's nice if the guy does. But I always make the offer. Like I'm always going prepared to pay halves.
I don't think it should be an expectation per se. I think if the guy wants them to pay, that's fine. The woman should be willing to pay, but it's not really an expectation, I think.
I feel like it should be that case. Like if a gentleman, a dude, goes up to a girl and asks for her time, I feel like it should be a thing where you should know, like, okay, you'd want to like take this person out, encourage them in a way that, you know, I think it doesn't have to be like a necessity, but I think it's good manners, I feel.
Okay, so personally, I wouldn't expect the man to pay, but I think women in general do expect the man to at least offer, but like it shouldn't be that they immediately, like it's not a need for them to pay, like I'm happy to pay my own bill.
All right, so they summed it up really nice. They're obviously really nice women. But out of all of those women, I think the guy summed it up the best. So well done to the man. Anyway, there's sometimes you're not going to want to pay for a date. There's a time where I really didn't want to pay for a date. And that's when I met somebody off social media. We went out, we met in Camden, we went to a bar, and they weren't really asking any questions. They weren't that interested. They were looking on their phone all the time. They weren't making an effort. That's the main thing that I really didn't like, was that they didn't make any effort. So if you're taking her out on a date, you've chosen a location, you're buying them a drink at the bar, you're paying for a meal at the restaurant, you're talking to them, asking them questions and having conversation, and she's non-responsive, looking at her phone, not talking. I hated the fact that I had to pay for that, to be honest. But that's what you get when you date on social media. Sometimes there's women out there who would take advantage of a man because he's willing to spend money on a woman to find love. And so there's women out there just hanging around on social media waiting for an opportunity to get a free drink, free meal, and whatever they can get. So fellas, you have to be careful of that. Go buy yourself a drink and make sure you get niced up for the night, because that's all the fun that you're going to get out of a girl like that, is you going out somewhere and having somebody on the sideline with you. Go and buy yourself a drink. She ain't been doing no talking, so she ain't gonna need no drink. Do you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna need no drink, so just cut it short right there, you get me? Now, if you've been going out with someone and you've been going out with them for a long time, it might be the case that they're gonna start paying to keep you. They're gonna start paying on dates. They're gonna start taking you out. And I think actually the reason why they're paying is because they really love you or they like you and they just wanna do something nice for you, but it's not always the case. Sometimes women will pay for all the dates and pay for everything that you need just so that they can keep you, because they think they might lose you, or they think that somebody might be a threat, another woman might be a threat. So they're going to try to buy your ass, they're going to try and buy you so that they nice you up, so that you stay in a certain position where they can keep you. But whenever you see that, yeah, it's fine. Take it with a pinch of salt, I would say. I would say take it with a pinch of salt, because you don't know what their agenda is. Women always got an agenda. Always got an agenda. If she pays for the date, you should be watching her closely. Watch her ass closely, because the time that you let a woman start paying for your dates, for both of you, is when you're established. When you're an established couple, you've been going out for a while, and you know she likes your ass, yeah? You know she likes you. You know she's in love with you. So she's gonna then start paying and wanting to do nice things for you and treating you. But if she does that straight at the beginning, it's not a good sign. But wait until you're going out for a long time and you know you've done so much for her that in her head, that you've proven that you're committed to her. And so she's gonna start saying, all right, I'm gonna get serious about this relationship. I'm gonna start opening up. Let me start paying for some of this stuff. Let me start paying for some of our dates. Now, it may be at this point where she starts paying for the dates that she's opened up to you. Yeah, she's opened up her emotions and feelings to you. And now she's in love. And now she's gonna start paying because she wants to keep you. She feels that you leaving is gonna hurt her emotions and hurt her little heart. And so she's gonna start doing nice things for you to keep you there. So you still gotta watch out for her though, because she's now crazy. She's now crazy at this point. You gotta watch out for her. So still, I would still pay for the date. Still say, nah. Always keep that up. Don't let her take over it in that sort of area where she's like buying you everything and paying for everything. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, that's the point where, you know, something's not ticking right up there. You know what I mean? How you know is, you know what I mean, you dress up nice. You know what I mean? You'll go out places, take her out, this, that, and the other. See what her behavior is like. Do you know what I mean? See what her behavior is like. See if she starts looking around like other girls, like screwing other girls, like getting all territorial. That's when you know she started getting crazy. That's how you know she's in love with you, but you also know she's starting to get crazy. So you still got to keep up your part in doing nice for her so that she knows that you're committed. And that's another point that I want to bring up. Look, ladies, if he doesn't pay for the date, if he doesn't gesture to pay, then he doesn't really like you. He's probably taking you out because he wants to get some, you know what I mean? So if you're serious about the relationship, he would have no qualms about paying. There wouldn't even be any question of a doubt. Do you know what I mean? He would just do it because he's just on it. Do you know what I mean? But he might not do it for that long as well. So some girls act stush and they try to hold out for weeks and weeks. And then the guy's like, he stopped paying and you think, oh, like he weren't shit at this, that, and the other. He was, but maybe that he felt like it's costing too much for your love. Because when you go out on a date, the guy obviously likes you. That's why he's asking you out. Sometimes he's trying to get the ting, but most of the time he just likes you. And so he's going to expect some liking back. It can't take weeks and months for you to be liking him. Do you know what I mean? He's going to show commitment. Your first impression, he's going to keep that up through the week by talking, calling or something over the next 2 or 3 weeks. But in that time, you got to kind of respond as not to be sort of dormant in all of that and not saying nothing, not texting, you know what I mean? So after about 3-4 dates or whatever, if he isn't getting anything back, then he should just be like, nah. You want to go out on a date, next time you pay, innit? You pay this one, innit? Because by now, like, I should have seen something from you. I should have seen something in the first 2-3 weeks from you to say, yeah, you're interested in doing this, because I've already spent some money on going out on a date with you 2-3 times. Now, where is the return? Because it doesn't require you to spend money to get to know someone. Really, it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? You might do that just because you want somewhere good to go, somewhere exciting, something that was like a good impression, something that made you feel good about that person the first few times. But after that, you've shown that part now. The next thing you want to see is personality. You want to see what they're like in their being. What he wants to see after the first few dates is more than just going out and having those good times, because he can go out and do that with anyone. It doesn't require him to go out on a date for him to work that much. He might as well just go out with his boys and meet any random girl, and he could spend that same amount of money on that night and be successful with somebody he doesn't really like. So you need to do a give back as well. So there's times where a man shouldn't pay, and then those times is when he's invested a lot of time into you and he's invested a lot of money into you, and he's not getting anything back. So the next time that you want to go out on a date and the next time he wants to go out on a date with you, then he should be like, all right, let's go for a walk. You can meet me near mine. You know what I mean? Go around the block, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Something that doesn't require too much money or no money at all. You know what I mean? There's a certain time where you stop spending money on going out on dates with a particular girl. And that's because she ain't doing shit. It's time to even leave. I wouldn't even go out on the walk. Now, in fact, I would go out on the walk and do the little talk and this, that, and the other and see how she reacts. She might be like, nah, I can't come. And that's when you know, nah, she ain't shit. She might be like, nah, I can't come. You want to go for a walk? I can't go. I just painted my nails. I just got my toes done. All right, so anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. It was a good time talking. It was a good time talking to all of those people. And I hope you got something from this in terms of whether or not you should be paying for the date or not, or whether women or not should expect men to pay on the first date, and when they shouldn't pay on the first date. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is your boy Hooksy. So yeah, this is your boy Hooksy. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you learned when you should be paying for the first date, when you shouldn't be paying for the first date, and if women expect men to pay. Anyway, this is your boy, it's Hooksy. Peace out. Blah.